What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing the Minnesota Timberwolves, and basically, the Wolves have a problem. They have a serious problem. I pretty much knew that they were going to trend in a different direction after the trade of Karl-Anthony Towns, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad. In their last game, at the recording of this video, they lost to the Detroit Pistons. And there's not really too much about the loss to the Pistons that I want to get into. It's about the way they lost. Now, mind you, they are still over a 500 team, right? They're still over a 500 team, but in their last game, losing to the Detroit Pistons by double digits, in a game where Anthony Edwards scored 53 points. And they needed every bit of that 53. They didn't get much out of anyone else besides Julius Randle, who did have 17. But I think the problem with this team, it starts at the top. Front office, they elected to get rid of Cat, and I never believed Karl-Anthony Towns was the problem. I never believed he was the problem. Yes, can Cat get in foul trouble? Yes. Can he, do questionable things late in games? Yes. But we see what he's been doing with the New York Knicks, and he's been playing out his mind. I think Anthony Edwards is a great player. I don't want to take anything away from him. I think he's one of the better young talents in the NBA. But I think with the amount of three-point shots that he's taking, that's a problem. And he makes them at a reasonable clip. But I think he needs to tail back on the threes a little bit. I think the team as a whole has regressed. Rudy Gobert is non-existent unless he's grabbing rebounds and blocking shots. He's not an offensive talented player. You look at McDaniels, who could be hit or miss depending on the game. You look at guys like, Mike Conley, who hasn't came into form this year. I don't know what it is about this particular Minnesota Timberwolves team, but this is not a team that is going back to the Western Conference Finals, in my opinion. This is not a team that looks, dominant as they were last year when they were one of the teams that looked poised enough to make a late season run. I don't see that at all for them. I see a team that, again, like I said, with their star player at the top, has taken a step back. This is alarming, honestly. If you are a Minnesota Timberwolves team, this is alarming. This is a team that, with Julius Randle, I don't think is the answer. I think they have to look elsewhere. As for another star or number 2 guy that can team up with Anthony Edwards, not Cat. Julius Randle is a good player. Let's not take anything away from him. Julius Randle can be a 25 and 12 player. He can be. Can he be ball dominant at times? Yes. But when you elect to trade a Karl-Anthony Towns, if you are the Minnesota Timberwolves, what is that signaling? Is that signaling that you are trying to get better, or are you trying to see what you get from just a sole season of? I don't understand why the trade was made. Honestly, you go to the Western Conference Finals with the group, you bring everybody back, and then you get worse. So, if you can't tell that trade didn't work, the signs are there. Now, I'm not saying that this isn't a playoff caliber team. They still have Anthony Edwards, Julius Randle, Naz Reid, Rudy Gobert, Jaden McDaniels, Mike Conley, Dante DiVincenzo off the bench to go along with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So, they still have pieces there to be able to get it done. But right now, this team just doesn't look like a team that is poised enough to make a run. I think with the amount of Western Conference teams that have gotten better, Memphis has gotten better. Houston is a whole lot better. You still have to worry about Dallas. You still have to worry about Denver. San Antonio is much better than they were a year ago. Phoenix is still there. Los Angeles Lakers are still there. The Warriors. I mean, a lot of teams in the Western Conference have gotten better. So when you look at what the Minnesota Timberwolves are doing, I feel like they're taking a step backwards in the wrong direction. Can things trend upward? Of course. That's for any team. We could be sitting here and saying that about any team in the NBA. It's not a case of why are the Minnesota Timberwolves worse. That's not it. That's not what it is. It's not why. It's how. It's how they've gotten worse. The 3-point shooting of Anthony Edwards. Just not the Julius Randle that I think they were expecting to get. Maybe they were expecting to get a Julius Randle from New York. But again, things come in time, right? These things do come in time where you look at how players after being traded, can get acclimated to things like offense and where teammates like the ball and things, all of these things. But I feel like the Wolves have a lot of worries, man. I feel like they have a lot of worries. And we'll just say these are Wolves' woes at this moment in the season, right? Can things change? Will they make a move or two? Who knows? But I'll definitely stay, my eyes peeled to the situation and let you guys know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you guys see the Minnesota Timberwolves getting better, or if these things turning around for them? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell to know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.